Hello everyone and welcome to the channel Destiny is not destined. So I'm preparing for the SSB interview since 2022 itself, and over the time I have come to realize how important structured preparation is, especially for a test like the group discussion. That's exactly what this video is all about. So in today's video I will be sharing with you some of the most recently asked group discussion topics in SSB interview. I have done the thorough research using trusted sources, gathered key points, and compiled them into neatly designed PowerPoint presentation so that all of you who are aspiring candidates can benefit from it. The goal here is simple to help the fellow SSB aspirants prepare better and smarter. And I'm not doing this alone. We are a team of three passionate individuals who are all preparing for the SSB and working together to create valuable content for the community. So if you find this helpful, do support by liking, sharing and subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to leave your suggestion in the comments below. Let's grow and succeed together. So let's now talk about one of the most pressing issues in the Indian judiciary, that is the funding deficit and the infra gaps in the Indian courts. Starting with the judicial expenditure. So India allocates only 0.1% of its budget to the judiciary. Now this is an extremely low percentage when we consider how essential a robust judicial system is for a functioning democracy. Due to this limited allocation, there's a constant shortage of funds for even basic needs such as proper courtroom infra, staffs, and maintenance. Now, this directly affects how efficiently court can operate on a day-to-day basis. Now, moving to the next point, that is the facilities and digitalization, right? Many courts across the country lacks basic amenities like proper sittings, ventilations, record storage, and even clean toilets in some rural areas. On top of that, courts have not fully adopted digital technologies. This become a major backlog in a time when e-courts, virtual hearings, automated case tracking can significantly reduce delays. Without proper digitalization, case management becomes inefficient and procedural delays continue to pile up, further adding to the burden of the pending case. So, overall, both financial constraints and the lack of the modernization are weakening our judicial system. So now let me tell you something more. ठीक है. So as of now in India, just to population ratio stands roughly at we have 21 judges. We have 21 judges per million people. We have 21 judges per million people. And you know what? This is far below the international benchmark, which is 50 judges, which is 50 judges per million people. 50 judges per million people. And due to this very reason, we have 50 million cases. We have 50 million cases that is pending. Now let's move to the another important aspect that affects the functioning of our judiciary. That is the procedural complexities and the impact of the adjournments. ठीक है. First let's talk about the multi-layered appeal that we have. ठीक है. So in India, the judicial system allows for the multiple level of the appeals, from district courts to high courts and finally to the Supreme Court. While this structure is designed to ensure the justice at all levels, but in reality, these lengthy appeals processes and the extensive paperwork tend to prolong the timeline of the cases significantly, and we don't have even the deadline for the case. And due to this very reason, a single case may stretch across several years simply due to the procedural delays at each level. Now coming to the adjournments. Okay, so adjournments are the postponement of the court's hearing and they are meant to be used only when absolutely necessary. However, in practice, frequent adjournments, often on the weak or avoidable grounds, are a major reason behind these delays. Every time a hearing is postponed, it increases the time, effort, and the money. This not only slows down the delivery of the justice, but also adds to the already massive backlogs of pending cases in the Indian courts. So overall, Both procedural complexity and misuse of the adjournments contribute to the inefficiency of the judicial system. To better understand the impact of the judicial delays, let's now look at some real high profile cases that clearly reflects the consequence of our slow and overburdened legal system. Firstly, the Bhopal gas tragedy. Now we all know that this was one of the world's famous industrial disaster that happens in 1984 itself. But what's more disturbing is that even decades later, compensation litigations are still going on. Now the second is the Nirvaya gang rape. So this happens in 2012. We all know that. These tragic incidents shook the entire nation in this particular year. While the evidence against the accused was overwhelming and the public demand for the justice was strong, it still took over 7 years for justice to be delivered. This long year. Why? Because of the multiple appeal routes, mercy petitions, procedural reviews, all of which eroded the public trust and demand and damaged victims' confidence in the system. So through the both cases, we understand one thing very clearly. Justice delayed is justice denied. Now, let me take you to the next slide. Okay. So now that we have seen the causes and the consequence of the judicial delays, let's shift our focus to the solutions. What can be done to resolve the case more efficiently and ensure timely justice? The first thing is to increase the judges. Okay? One of the most direct reforms is simply to appoint more judges. Right now, our courts are severely understaffed, and this led to a huge backlog. By increasing the number of the judge, we can speed up hearing and deliver judgments faster, easing the burden on the existing system. Second thing that we can do is the infra enhancement. Justice is not just about the people, it's also about the tools and environments they work in. Upgrading our courtrooms, improving basic facilities, and most importantly, digitizing case management systems like e-filings, virtual hearings, and online case tracking can help streamline the entire process from filing to final judgment. Like we can do ODR, that is online dispute resolutions. ठीक है, we can use artificial intelligence for the legal research, or we can also use AI tools for the prioritizing some cases, ठीक है, on ground of its urgencies, right? Apart from that, the case management, third thing. Lastly, the third thing is case management. We need better organizations within the court. This means ranking case based on the urgency, using case tracking tools, and avoiding unnecessary delays like frequent adjournments. Effective case management helps the judiciary prioritize and handle case systematically. In short, these three reforms, more judge, better infra, and smart case handling, can drastically improve the speed and efficiency of our justice system. Now, moving to the next slide. Now, alternate dispute resolutions, ADR, and enforcing deadlines. So we need to promote ADR. Encouraging arbitrations, mediations, conciliations can resolve civil disputes outside the courts, freeing the judicial resources. ठीक है, तो we can promote ADR, that is alternate dispute resolution, right? Then trial and appeal deadline, we should fix the deadline of the cases and the trials. You know, we can make it more strict. We can make more strict enforcements of the deadlines, and that will reduce prolonged litigation. Now let's move to the next slide. Now, in the 21st century, no institution can stay efficient without embarrassing technology, and the judiciary is no exception. This slide focuses on how technology tools can transform the way the justice is delivered in India. ठीक है. The e-courts and the video conferencing, let's talk about it. With e-courts, many judicial processes can now happen online. From filing documents to conducting hearings, video conferencing has allowed courts to conduct trials and bail hearings remotely, especially crucial during the pandemic. It saves times, reduces transportation cost, and improves accessibility. Now, digitization of the records. A lot of judicial delays happens due to the missing or the misplaced physical files. Digitizing court records ensure easy retrieval, better transparency, and faster movements of the files, helping judges and the lawyers access everything at the click of a button. Now, AI in the legal research. Artificial intelligence tools can now quickly scan large volume of the case laws, precedents, and status, making legal research far more efficient. This not only helps lawyers but also allows judges to make more informed decisions faster. Now ODR, that is online dispute resolution. So this is a digital mechanism for settling small or non-criminal disputes outside of the traditional courts. It's fast, low cost, and especially helpful in reducing the caseload of the overburdened courts. In summary, by integrating the technology into the judicial system, we can significantly reduce delays, improve access to the justice, and ensure smoother court functioning. Right? Now let's move to the next slide. Now this will be our last slide. Okay, so let's talk about it. So now delays in our justice systems are not just due to the slow court proceedings. They also stem from inefficient investigations and lack of the courtroom infra. This slide highlights three essential reforms to address those issues. First, police reforms. Right? Timely and fair justice begins with the solid investigation. Modernizing the police training, enhancing FIR procedures, and introducing tech-driven evidence collection tools will ensure faster, more accurate investigation. This leads to the stronger case in court and minimize wrongful convictions. Expand courtrooms. One major reason for the judicial delay is a shortage of the physical courtrooms. Constructing more courts with the proper facilities helps accommodate the growing case backlog, especially in the lower courts where the pendency is highest. Now, integrated approach. Now, what is this? So, this is the most important part. No single reform is enough. We need a holistic strategy. Police reforms, improved judicial infra, and adoption of the digital tools. When all arms of the justice systems work in sync, we can significantly reduce the delays and restore public confidence. Together, these measures ensure not just the faster justice but also the fair, more accountable justice. So, that's all from my side as of now. If you guys find this helpful, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give a like. We are going to come up with the more of this kind of videos. Okay. This is a GD series. We'll test the other dimension of the SSB as well, right? So for this video, this is it. See you in the next video.